Hello Repels players. Today I'm going to talk about how to start on Repel server RZWO. First of all, you start by checking you're doing your skill items. From there, you go up until there, do all your stuff that you need to open, like that. Now this is a guide for new players on RZWO. For the players that already knows this, don't need to watch this, but today we're going to talk about how to start leveling when you're a new player. Now I started on Diva class, so now we're gonna go and we're gonna start first last mines. Now first last mines, you start on first last mines. You see the mobs is there, 66. While you see when you kill the mobs, you see your XP goes very high. Now you can go here and you can come and kill every single mob until you reach a certain amount mobs. But as you see, for starters, your loot bed is very important. Click on the ultimate bag, click a little bit of buffs, put on a new guide stuff. Now this, we call it the growth potion. Now growth potion gives you 200% XP and GP, but you can only use it up until 121. So I'm going to drink it now, using some of the new buffs just to get me pump it up. Now you will see your your XP doubles when you drink the pot. So you can go here and you can come and kill the mobs up until level 80. You can grind it until 90 if you want to. It's up to you. Right, since you're done there, you go back to town. Right, now Diva, you spawn in Lasky. Lasky is your main spot. If you're Gaia class, you spawn on Horizon. If you're Azura class, you spawn in Catan. Now you can always go to Horizon if you want to change your hood, change your stuff. Then you go to set Lasky as your return point. Now if you set it up to your turn point, every time you go to town you will go wherever you set your turn point to, but I will show that to you guys later. For now, we're gonna just go up until, just to show you guys a few tips on to leveling up. Now this, I understand this is the long way around to level up. There's easy methods on leveling up as well, but since you're starting with a small amount of money, you need to do it a hard way. I'll make later a video about the easy way when your character is already where it needs to be. Now you can see here, this mobs is 72, so your level jumps very fast. Now for starters, you kill the mobs. You can grind up until 120 if you want to, but since you see if you reach 108, you see you're struggling with your XP. So you can see there. Now some of the mobs may be harder to kill because their leveling is high like the rest are. Now you can see your 115. So we go back to town. Right, once you're back to town, you go and you see you start at the sanctuary. Note, you always need to check when you're a starter on repels. You must always keep an eye on your money. here you could go and level up until 150, depends on if you want to grind harder or stuff. But you can see here, here's where you need to level up, because your level, it goes very fast. So now, right, just gonna fast forward this a little bit. Right, now you're done, you reach level 150. So first thing that you do is you need to do your job points. Now let's go back to town. Right, as you can see here, I keep spawning on Lasky. Some players likes Lasky, some players likes Catan, but for me, I'll go Horizon. It's easier just to do stuff there in Horizon. So as you can see here, here's the teleporter, Rivendell. Now you click on a report and you say return to point to here. Now every time you want to go to town or stuff, you will be teleported there. So now you go up into job supporter. Now this is your main NPC. Here is where you change your races. As you can see, you need a heart of Nicholas. So now, let's say for instance, I want to go Holy Warrior. Alright. So now you have to do all of this and your job up until level 50. So let's start doing it. Right, now I did all the skill trees for number 1. Oh, missed one. Alright, so now you've got 3 different skill trees. Number 1, number 2, then your master class. So you need to do number 2 in order to get your master class. There is where you need to be. So you go to job supporter again, you click on class transfer. Yes, I want to be a soldier, I am sure. As you can see now, you have to do another set and need to level up until 50 again. So let's start doing it. Right, as you can see, number 2 is done. Up until level 50 it's max on number 2. So you need to go back, job supporter, class transfer. Now this is your master class. Here's the last one that you need to be. As you can see here, now I've unlocked the last one that you need. So this jobs level supporter goes up into 105. Now 105 is your max level. But as you can see here, this is your talent points. Now your talent points you can earn very easy. As I will show you now, go back to job supporter, you get your talent points. Each talent point gives you 2. Now if you want to unlock everything, you just click it a couple of times like this. Some classes may be different than others. Some classes needs more talent points, some classes needs less. So it's always better to keep more, then you know you don't need to get more. But since it's easy to get, nobody cares about it. Right, as you can see here, some of your required levels are level 200. Job level 100 is required. As you can see, and up until every one I go up, these things are done. This one's levels while you're leveling up your character. Now as you can see, the most important is to get your level up. Now your master class, you need to be up until a certain amount of level to get max level. As you can see here, some of my GP are already low, so I need to go grind for more. But it's very easy, since on this server, if you know what to do from start, it's not that hard. As you can see here, for starters you get starter gear, and you want to put on As you can see, it's a tier 2, so sometimes it shows you need to beat a level, but it's just some bugs that's going on. But as you can see here, you're starting with at least plus 25 gears, but plus 25 gears are your max gears. So if you start on with a few starter gears, because on 205 you can put on nicer gears, but when you get on level 210 or 212, you will be able to get bags that contains the gears to be able to upgrade it up until Rubiak. So for now, you've got your starter gear on, so now you're ready to go, ready to do your adventure. So always make sure you have buffs on you. Here's where you get your buffs. Later on you will see here, if your GP, all your stuff is high enough, you can't get it maxed in that, it's 105, then every time if your GP is full, you can go and you can exchange it for AP. Now AP you get it here. Some items in stores will be able to have AP, you will be able to need AP for it. Like for instance, as you can see here, some buffs you need AP for. This is also the most important buffs for starters, but you'll see while you're leveling you will be able to get it. So while you go up until each NPC, it will shows you exactly what is in the NPC. Some stuff are readable, that you need to read what it says, like this is the most important thing, and Fedilox, but I'll show you guys later. And this video tutorial is only to show the new players that are new on the server, to guide them. I'm not very good on giving guides, so sorry for if some of my stuff are not that good. But now you're up until 150, so now there's a few ways that you can level up, but I always go on to Sanctuary again. But the most important thing when you go up into Sanctuary, don't go outside when you're after 150, you'll struggle to get HP. Rather go inside, and here is where you need to be. So you can put on a few buffs, skills, just to let the grinding be faster. I suggest put on the skills to let it go faster. So I play Merc just to show you guys. There's other classes also that you can start with, but not all of the classes are started good. So I would suggest make an easy class to start with. Slayer is very good to start with. Mercenary is good to start with. There's like for instance, if you know what to do on the server, then you can go and you can tell for yourself, alright, this is the class I want to play with, and I want to play with this class. So you'll see here my level jumps high. Oh, I forgot about my loot pit. Always remember, if you give it the name, you need to double click it again to spawn it. Like for now I made a mistake, I didn't spawn it, but it's not that big of an issue. It's just to pick up the trash loot, but this loot will help you out since you need cash to farm. So the most important thing that you can start with when you're starting on this server is just to get your level up higher. The higher your level is, the stronger you'll be able to come to farm anywhere. Even though you not have a good set, some places are very hard to farm with, and some places are very slow XP, but it's easier to kill. So in order to do all this stuff, this video is just a tutorial to show everybody that there's more ways than doing XP and leveling up and farm for cash, rupees, everything that you need. So as you can see, there's multiple choices where you can actually farm for XP depending on how strong you are. Always remember, while you level, is to level up your skills. So let's go up and grind it up, 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 up. Just like that. I want to make this one a little bit stronger. And while you see, when you level, your character gets stronger. And as you can see, your HPs keep on climbing. So what I always do is I open everything, read the skills before to read. Most important thing is, if you unlocked everything, is to read in your passives. As you can see here, mercenary it's got actually 2 strong skills, passives that you need, sorry, not skills, passives. The most important thing here is, let's say, where is that, my blind, yo. Oh, I need to unlock it first. Alright, but for now, you read before your passive, and each passive will tell you a different thing that you need. So I would suggest, if you really want to be a good player, is doing homework from your characters, not just to swap that class because you see all of the players are playing that class. No, if you want to play a class that you really like, play the class. On any server it's difficult, yes, but not all of the servers is the same. Some servers may be different from the rest. Some servers may be built differently, and each, I would say, on this server it's actually easy to build a class. It's not that hard. You just need to know, just need to have knowledge of it. So that's why I tell you guys, always in your skills, you go, you read your passives. Don't listen to what the other players tell you about builds. Go do your homework. It's always better to do your homework first. So right, as we can see here, I'm level 185. My cash is still very low. So what I want to do is, I want to go and I want to grind a little bit faster. So now this is the labyrinth. So the labyrinth gives you multiple places to kill mobs. You need to have a level up. You need to have a party, sorry, not a level up. You need to have a party to enter this place. So as you can see here, I just have to wait for, right, as you can see, I created a party. There it says only players from your party will be able to join. Right, let's enter. Now labyrinth gives you multiple rooms. I would say I hate farming this place because I always get lost, but the more you farm it easier it gets, then you know your way. There's 3 bosses in this area, so you need to kill the 2 bosses to be able to get to the main boss. As you can see here, while I'm farming here, my XP keeps on climbing very fast. So you can grind up until 175 here if you really want to. There's other places as well that you can grind for XP. I'm just showing you guys the step that you need to take to level up, so that you don't bug your character from levels. Some players said they're struggling to get XP when they are on 210 or 220. Some classes get better XP than other classes. Well, my opinion, it's just how you grind for the XP. So as you can see, I'm 169. I just cleaned 2 runes, so the XP is not actually bad here. After 175 it gets a little bit trickier to get XP. Some players told me that they're struggling to get XP on certain places. It is true. Some areas it is hard to get XP, in some places or not. So it's better actually to grind than to jump your levels too fast, since you're a beginner on the server. In a way, how I see it is, if you go, you tell yourself, alright, I want to, alright, this is now the first boss. As you can see, it's taking a long time to kill it, but I would take it if you go and you say for yourself, alright, I want to jump levels, then you're gonna go struggle with money. So it's better just to keep on grinding your XP, because the more loot you get in your bag, you can take this loot and you can exchange it for rupees. Now rupees will help you to be able to teleport from areas to areas and be able to buy buffs and everything that you need to start on this server. So for now, I would say you're a new player on the RG world. You don't know what to do. Better thing I can tell you is you can watch this video if you've got other methods on leveling up. It's all up to you. This is just a starter guide for the new players, and they don't know what's going on and everything. But from my experience that I've got when I started on this server, I also was in your guys' situation. I also did nothing. But the most important thing that you always can do is go do homework about the server. Go check videos on YouTube and Google and all the stuff. Everything that you need to know about repels. Some servers are actually the same. Some servers are actually not the same. But in my opinion, I would say this is not a bad server to play with. It's actually a good server, and its stuff is easy on this server. It's just when you start on this server, it's a little bit hard to get the stuff that you need to, because you need to farm, you need to get stronger, you need to do your levels, all that stuff. But after 1 week of grinding or farming cash or all that stuff, it's actually from there it's very easy. The stronger your character are, the stronger you will be able to withstand mobs and players that wants to kill you. But in my experience, the faster you can do stuff, the better. So I understand some players on this server say it's not starter friendly. In my experience, it's always better to have knowledge of the server. You go, you do your homework, it tells you exactly what to start with. For me, I played on many servers, so I don't rush anymore, because for me it's, what's the point on rushing, since you're rushing, you're jumping your level, but you're still low on that. Now that is the most important thing on this server. Without that, you can't do anything. My experience when I started on this server, I also jumped levels. Then I started struggling to get money because I jumped too fast levels, and I asked players around and I asked them for help, and they said to me straight, exactly what I'm telling you guys now. If you start on this server, always to have knowledge on this server. But I can promise you guys, this is really a good server. There's nothing that tells players not to come over to this server. On this server it's very good. So for me, I like playing some classes and I hate playing other classes. Some classes I don't know how to play, some classes I know how to play. So for me, it's just, if you don't know how to play that class, rather play a class that you really know how to play. Then it's very easy for you to, after you get what you need, then you can swap to that class, because then you have time and effort that you need to put in that class. Because for me, you, let's say for instance you play Void Mage and you never played Void Mage in your life, and you start playing Void Mage but you don't know what to do, you won't be able to get anywhere on this server. So rather play a class that you really know how to play, that you played on other servers. So sorry mate, I'm not good at English. So, but now this is the second box. I now understand this is a long video tutorial and all that stuff, so some players can watch the videos, some other players can just ignore the video, but this video is only just for people that start on this server. They don't know what to do on this server, they're struggling a lot. So my opinion, that it's not actually that hard if you know what you're doing on the server. If you run in blind, gun blazing, shooting everything, you won't be able to think for yourself and strategize everything that you need to. So for now, I'm gonna do a fast skip on this one. Right, since you guys are now done, as you can see, I'm level 176 from after killing the boss. So now what you are able to do is there's multiple stuff that you're able to do. So for me, you can go, you can explore the world, see different stuff, see what mobs there are to kill. Now what I do is, the most important thing is, if you're struggling, rather when you done here, just come and kill a few mobs. You'll not be able to get much HP here, XP here, as you can see, but here you get loot. Now this loot you can exchange for rupees. So I would say rather just farm a little bit here, get yourself a little bit of rupees to be able to farm other places. Then I'll show you guys a little tips on how to get up until 185. And since you get up until 185, you'll see you'll struggle a lot to get HP. Some players on this server will actually come and help you. So if you're on level 185, they will take you to level up if they want to. Not all players will level you, since they also struggle to get where they are now. So they also want you to struggle. So for me, it's not that bad. Sorry for that, guys. The server DC'd, so, or I think my internet DC'd. So what I was busy saying is, while you're here, don't waste the money to teleport and come back. Rather just stay here. You will be able to get a few, not fast items here, but you will be able to get some loot here with this mobs. Alright, the mobs are level 210 here, but this is actually also a farm zone. Note, it's outside DD, as you can see here. There's the DD entrance there. So you'll be able to get to DD, but I know for starters, don't even try DD because you're not strong enough to go DD yet. But in my experience, what I had on this server is this: rather, don't waste money. Think before you do stuff. Sorry for that, guys. I think it's my internet connection that's a little bit unstable at the moment. So I'm getting DCs the whole time. But maybe I'll make another video to show you guys there is another methods on getting higher levels. I understand for some players they know how to get to 175. So for me, yes, it's a very difficult thing to say because not a lot of players will agree to my way of leveling up. Some players got easy methods, but like I said, you're a fresh new player on this server, you don't have money, you're struggling a lot, so this is the bestest way to level up. Yes, it takes a little bit of time, but like I say, it's actually not that bad on this server. So as you can see, I farm a little bit for loot. So what you do is you go to this NPC. This NPC is anywhere in town. It's just easier in Horizon for me. So there you can see how much money you got. Now I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see if we're able to get, if we're strong enough to farm here. Now this is the area that normally I take new players here to level, because since I can kill here fast. So let's try here and see if we're able to, if we're strong enough to farm here. Some, like I will show you now, some areas is really hard to kill the mobs if you're a starting new player. So let's go up. You'll see where I run, you can see some mobs here are 170, but it's rather safe just to kill them one at a time. As you can see here, it's very hard to kill here, but it's actually worth it when you're farming here. So this is actually a shortest way from 175 or 176 up until 185. This is actually easiest way to farm here, since you need to check on your cash. Now your rupees are very most important. As you can see, my XP jumps not fast, depends on how fast you kill the mobs. So for most players, they just stand here, kill the mobs, grinds. Like I said, if you're a new player, you need to be able to grind long from the rest. If you've got the other player that's helping you, it's very fast to kill here. But the thing what I say is, if you got a player that helps you to level up here, don't be in a party. What you can do is you can go and you can kill the mob. You can go and hit the mob first. When you hit the mob, you can pull back and let your friend kill the mob. You'll be still be able to get XP out of it. Just make sure you get the first hit in. If you get the first hit in, then it's easier to get XP. But since you're not actually the player that actually knows what's going on here, this is actually the method that you sit and you wait. While you're getting XP, you can go and do stuff, or rather you can grind, keep on grinding. On this server it's always busy to grind. The longer you grind, you'll notice that this area is very better than the other areas. Some areas are getting you more XP from the rest. So as you can see here, you're not getting actually fast GP. So for me, I'll actually go up and just level here. So we can go and we can fast forward this. Right, as you can see guys, I'm now level 180. So if you really want to grind, you can grind up until 185 here, but it's not actually necessary to grind here up until 185. As long as you're at 180, it's fine. So then you know exactly and everything. Yeah, your levels of your stuff won't be, the level of your characters won't be able to affect some bug issues or whatever. So now let's go back to town and I'll show you guys up until 180 where to go and level up again. So now we're back in town. As you can see here, here's the farm zone teleport. As you know, you're not running up until you've got a small amount of rupees. What you can able to do is you can go to Mysterious World, or you can go to Dragon's Nest to be able to get, or even you can go Kaya Lake. Kaya Lake is outside Devil Dome. So I would say go Mysterious World, because then you're gonna be able to get XP as well. And but no, this mobs here is not actually easy to kill if you're a new player. As you can see there, the level of it is actually high. So while you see here you're killing, you're not getting actually much XP out of it, but yeah, you're actually just going to kill for the loot. Now the loot that you're getting out here is you can exchange it for rupees. Now the better thing is, if you go up until 180, I would suggest come here and just farm for rupees. The more rupees you've got, the better you've got on success where you need to go. You get gears for starters. As you can see, you've got 7 days of the gears for starters. So I would say don't rush it too fast and get yourself faster gear. Rather use the gears that they're giving you, since the gears are already strong. So best solution I can give you guys is just come here, farm as much rupees as you can, abuse the gears that you get, and just keep on grinding as much as you can. You can sometimes you can place it, you can go up. If you really don't want to stand and click one at the whole time of killing mobs, you can go up and always take a horde of mobs together and just kill them at once. So you will see your XP is climbing, but it's not climbing too fast. So I understand this, you guys want to rush in and you want to level your character up, but what I can say to you guys is don't rush your levels too fast. Rather farm, keep on farming. The best thing that you can do is just get yourself, your character needs money. If you don't have money, you can't get it stronger. So the best thing I can tell you guys is just be patient while you're building up your character. Rather, if you get stuff in the beginning, you get this gears when you are 150, so rather use it. And remember, always just when you're farming, you always need that's your fairy logs. Now your fairy logs needs to be on your character. Now this shows if you don't have fairy logs, when you die, let's say you die twice, your items will be dropped. And note, when you are a certain level and your XP is not that high, when you die you will lose XP. So when you die too much, you will be able to drop XP and de-level sometimes. So rather keep it safe, and always remember, when you go out for farming, you need to be able to check if you're buffed. So the stronger, the more buffs you've got, the faster you can farm. And in my situation, is always better to have it. So as you can see here, I don't have mother bottles. Now that you need, when you die, you can resurrect yourself, but if you don't have it, you'll be sent to town. So as you can see here, I'll show you guys where you can buy the bottles. Now the bottles you can buy at Trader IV in any town, but for me, now you actually need to start farming money. I understand for a few players it's really frustrating to start and you say you want to make money like the rest of the players do, but just remember they almost maxed out. Some players are really maxed out, so for them it's faster to make money. So for you, just what I can tell you now is just be patient when you starting fresh on this server. Best thing is don't jump too high with your levels. Just be patient, farm for money, and make sure you always got your fairy locks on you. What I do is I always put my fairy locks on my taskbar with my bottles so I can see if I have on me or not, but it's not really the case if you know where to go at. But for me, as you can see here, this is all the loot that you're getting here. So I understand it's actually not that fast, but for me, don't rush your character and not getting a good result that you want to out of it. Best thing is, need to be patient while you're creating a character. If you've got all this unlocked, you go through, you read your passives, you see on each and any class that you are, you read through your passives, and as you can see here, I unlocked the main skill for this class. So there you can see it's Divine Crash Enchant. So this merc's got two ways on building it. Invigorating Essence gives you the damage that you want to, and the tankiness because it increases your threat and vitality. But for me, I really don't want to build a character like that, since it's a toggle. If the toggle is off, you don't get the effect. So rather check nicely, go through your passives and see which one of the classes has got the right skills on whatever you want. Some players can give you good knowledge and other players can give you bad knowledge. So it's rather best to go and test the class that you want to do and do homework, do your research out of the class. It's better that way. So for me, you grind. You can stand the whole day here and grind as much as you can. It's always better to have money on you. So I've been farming here. My bag is on 22%. I don't got the big bag on. As you can see, this is the strongest bag that you get when you start, the Big Yak Skin Bag. Now the Big Yak Skin Bag is good if you start, but if you get the money and you get the stronger bags, you can buy it. But when you're on a certain level, you'll be able to get another stronger bag than this, and from there you get stronger as while you going. So for me, you've got 7 days of World Cup rings. Yes, it's character bound, but it gives you a plus 100 to all stats, strength, vitality and all that. So rather use it while you can than to just upgrade as high as you can. So for me, new players, don't ask for items, don't let players help you. Rather play the game, play with pals, get the experience that you need, earn your own knowledge of this server. A lot of players got their own knowledge of this server. So it's always best to have your own knowledge of the server, then you can understand right what is best and what to do. For me, like I said in the beginning of this video, on my opinion, this is how I leveled when I started on this server. Since I had nobody that helped me, I did everything my own and I learned the knowledge I have. Yes, not everybody's got a lot of knowledge, but for me, rather than to sit there asking for players to help you, play the game, learn the knowledge your own, and get the gaming experience, earn your gaming experience. So for me, as you can see here, I've been grinding here for a while now. So enough of saying about knowledge and everything. So now I've been farming here, I'm tired, I want to go to town. Now I go. As you can see, my bag is pretty much full, but it's not actually full because you're on a starter bag. So you go. Now this NPC gives you sales items are not eternal. Now these can give you rupee. If you're a new player, there's two ways on getting stuff. Now as you can see, Messenger of the Goddess gives you exchange all items are eternal as well. But this NPC gives you sacrificial stones. Now sacrificial stones you get when you exchange all your items for sacrificial stones, you donate it here at the altar. As you can see, then you will get gift boxes. When you get gold gift boxes, rather collect the gold boxes. It's better than the rest. But if you're a new player, you can always check on each box what each box rewards gives you. If you want skill cards, you can't afford skill cards. Some boxes contain skill cards, but I would say rather farm the money and go here to skill cards, and your class is Diva, so you go under Diva, and as you can see here, it shows you exactly what amount you need. So as you can see there, it costs that much and I've got this much. So you must do your calculations. If you've got a lot of money, you can go and you can collect all the skills that you need, as you can see there. So for me, I would say it's easier to do money, exchange it for money. So now you can see there I've got 1 bill just from farming a little bit in Mysterious World. You get big boxes as well. Now big boxes you can use to make Nuzlocke gears, get a +1 skill on. So what you do is you get undefined Nuzlocke gears, and with that Nuzlocke gears you get a +1 skill on. Note it is randomly, so if you farm it and you open the armors, you'll be able to get any +1 skill on. So if players wants to farm gears and you get maybe for instance a good skill on it, you can go and you can go plus your, you can take that armor and sell it to a player, then you can maybe make loads of money out of it. But for that it's easy, you get big boxes, but you need the armors. Now the armors you can farm at Dungeon Teleporter Wilson, but you need to be able to farm in Tomb of Bahamut. Note, Tomb of Bahamut you need to be at least level 205. Now you go, it's a long way that you're running. You go to the main boss and you kill the main boss. Main boss spawn time is between 20 and 30 minutes. Each time you kill it, you get armor, helmet, gloves and boots. You maybe get a boss card as well, the armored boss cards. So now when you get the cash and you want to check what's going on, now this is the auction. The auction gives you a lot of stuff that you can buy and sell for. As you can see here, you can buy, then you can put items in for sale. So for me, I would go make sure that you've got a lot of money before entering the auction. Now here you get the blacksmith. Now the blacksmith gives you your rank 7 for weapons and for armor. Now this actually makes your armor up until plus 25. But for now, as you can see, you guys, you've got plus 25 armors for now for starters. But when you get on that level, you get, let's say, another gear that you have. You buy 32 of these. As you can see here, you buy, I think it's 31. You buy 31, costs you 615 bill. So you need at least 32 plus 20s to be able to get a plus 25. So I will show you guys now that if you want to make it a plus 20, you make sure you get this rank 7 fortune cube defense. Now the blue one is for your defense ones. Now as you can see here, it really will show some armors you can upgrade and some armors you can't upgrade. As you can see here, you can't upgrade it, so it means that that armor can't be upgraded with that fortuna. So you need to check what armor you can upgrade, but make sure your armor is always a rank 7 armor. You can use shields to use it as well for your armors. Weapons will be able to get from weapons. So as you can see here, you go up, you clicked it all the way up until plus 20. You do it the whole time. If you're using this rank cubes, it's your lucky rank cubes. It will shine. So this you get when you start the game. But if you really want to make your gears plus 25 your own way, rather go then and buy it from Trader IV, and you go under enhancements, then enhancements. As you can see here, there's two different types. Always sure you get the rank 7 fortune cube defense. It will use lesser defense cubes than this defense cubes. Yes, it also says lucky ones, but the shiny ones gives you more level ups than the other ones. So this is your weapon strike. Your weapon strike you also need, as you can see here, I want to buy 10 of them. It costs so much, so let's buy it. And you go and you say for yourself, you want to go and you want to upgrade your weapons up into plus 20. You go and you click it, make sure you've got enough of them to make, in order to make a plus 25. You go, you click the whole time, you see, oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Will I make it? Will I not make it? You go, yes, I made it. But you need 2 to make upgrade. So now you go, you click on enhancements again, you buy, let's say 20 more. Right, so now I will show you guys how to upgrade your weapons. That is only when you've got stronger weapons. You can farm stronger weapons at Training's Island. I would say upgrade your characters before going there. So now let's see, I want to buy one, I want to go, and alright, but now I need to go and do another one. Note you can use any weapons for any weapons. Just make sure as long as those weapons got rank 7. Now the loot that you're farming, Mysterious World and Lasky and all the other places, you can also use to upgrade armors for. Just make sure that your main weapon that you're upgrading is in the first slot while you're using this. And as you can see here, there is my 2 plus 20s. Now as you can see, if you click on enhanced, it gives you a plus 21. Now in order to upgrade further, you need 2 plus 21s to make it a plus 22. Then 2 plus 22s to make it a plus 23, and so on. Now plus 25 is your max plus 25. For the calculations that you need, you can figure that out on your own. For now, I'll tell you guys just the basics that you guys will need to know about this server, and from there. Now as you can see here, this is your Union member. Union member is a quest that you need to do to enter Vulcan. A Vulcan is where you farm lava gears. As you can see here, the quest gives you already a magnet tier. Magnet tier, you accept the quest, it will exactly tell you where to go. I would suggest you go to teleport to Rivendell. You click on teleport to Rivendell. You go to Dead Spirit Altar. Now here, it will also give you Hector. Hector's also got a quest that you need to do for another quest, but that I won't be able to show you guys now. So as you can see here, you go, there's the Vulcan interest. As you can see, the quest is now complete. So now we go back to town to receive the I've got a little bug there. So now as you can see, we go back to town. Alright. So now we're back in town, the quest is done. So what do? You return the quest and you click yes, I completed the quest. Now if you can see, you get a magnet tier. Now magnet tier, you need to enter Vulcan. Now you can maybe do another quest if you want to, but it's not actually necessary if you want to. But since you're a starter, it gives you money. That one gives you another tier, but you need to be able to be in Vulcan to complete the quest. Now if you're strong enough to farm Vulcan, you can go and farm Vulcan, but for me, I would say rather upgrade yourself than that. But I'll show you guys here. You get take magnet tiers. This NPC gives you each day, as you can see, it gives you 10 magnet tiers each day. You log in, you collect it. The longer you collect it, the more you can run Vulcan. So now as you can see, we enter Vulcan. I didn't take the quest. You guys can take the quest if you guys want to. But for me, I don't really need the quest because there's other ways of making money on this server as well. I can just go back to Mysterious World and just go farm there for money. So as you can see, you get easy, normal and hard. So for me, I would say go hard. As you can see here, it doesn't want you to enter in hard state, but note that you can't enter it because you're in a party. Now if you exit the party, you'll be able to enter Vulcan. Now it says you've got a title, Slay of Vulcanos. If you slay it, you'll be able to get something out of it. So now you go, as you can see, the mobs is very hard here, but while you farm here, you'll be able to get XP as well. So for me, as you can see, you're not getting a lot of XP, but it's better just to grind on places. Just some people says, yeah, but we're not getting XP here and wow, all that stuff. But for me, it's not about just going up and telling the players that I want to go and max my character fast up. It's the gaming experience, it's enjoying the game, it's playing the game. That is what's making the game fun. So for me, I'll show you guys, I'll fast forward up until the end, then I will show you guys where the main boss is located. For now, you get, as you can see, you get 3 stages that you need to complete. The 4th stage, you need to kill the boss. Now the boss contains a boss card that you will need to be able to create lava gear. Now lava gears, each piece you need 50 Vulcans. So that's why I said to you guys, rather upgrade your character first, make it stronger before you farm here. I'm just showing you guys the ways on where you need to go and what you need to go and what you need to do. So now you've got experience on Vulcan. So now I know exactly where Vulcanos is and all that stuff. That's what I'm trying to show you guys now. So as you can see here, I already completed number 2. You can run number 2 again if you want to, but I would suggest if you want to farm for more drops, go run each and every single one of them as much as you can before you exit the before you exit. So for me, I'm just running through it just to give you guys a fast tutorial of everything, so I don't take much time of you guys. So as you can see, I've gained a little bit more XP. Some mobs will give you more XP from the rest, as depends on how high you go. So you guys can farm here for XP as well if you want to. You don't really need to, but for me, I would say rather do it. So now we're at the main boss. Now this main boss gives you a hell of a challenge if you're a new player. So you'll be able to use a lot of skills to be able to kill him if you're a new player. If you're not a new player, you don't have to worry about this. I know you guys can kill it very fast. So I would go and would just use a little cup of more skills just to break his defense. So some skills you will notice that what it gives, other skills will give you some other effects. It will show you there what it does. So yes, we're almost there. We killed the boss. Right, as you can see, I slayed Volcanos. I gained the title. Now if you gain the title, you need to go and need to click on the title menu. As you can see here, each title gives you what it needs to give you. So it will show you exactly what you need. So let's go and we click it. I don't have any other titles that I can put on, so I'm just gonna put on this title just to give me a little bit more stronger boost of it. So once you've killed the boss, you can go and you can exit. And as you notice, you've got a Volcano's boss card, and it took a tier out of it. You know, I remember I've got 11. Now I've got 10 after I run it one time. So it's always better to make sure each day you collect your tiers as much as you can. The more you collect, the more you can run per day. But what I always do is I go 1 week, I collect the tiers, then on the weekends when the time 2 drops comes in, I go and I farm Volcanos. It gives you times 2 drops on each. I will tell you now, guys, that really it makes a lot of difference when you start. You'll see. So yes, as you can see here, we got a coin exchange. A coin exchanger gives you it gives you the wall buffs. As you notice, you need coins to do the wall buffs. So for me, when you start, you don't actually get the coins. It's when you farm, when you get on a certain level, you get the coins. Sometimes you don't get the coins, but there's wall buffs. You can go and click. It gives you wall buffs. As you can see here, we get Naslet scrolls. Now Naslet scrolls, you need to find helmets. Only helmets. You don't really need to do armor, gloves or boots, since you need a +1 on them. But as you can see here, Naslet scrolls requires to upgrade the Naslet's helmets to unlock it, but that is actually not necessary now. This is only a tutorial for the new players. So if you're in a guild and you got lucky and you got invited to a guild, you go here and you get yourself guild buffs, and you can always go and you can get guild buffs. Here you can get your store. There's your guild buff enchanter, but I'm not in a guild now. So but when you're in a guild, you need money to donate to the guild to be able to get my buffs out of it. Now buffs gives you a lot of difference. You guys will soon figure it out. So this is what we call a flea market. A flea market is where players put stuff on for sale. As you can see here, some prices are a little bit expensive, as you can see. So in order for that, I would suggest, guys, the best thing that you guys can do is farm for cash as much as you can. So don't worry about your leveling now, but I would say for now you can grind wherever you want to grind. But for me, I I grind so much in the start when I started this server. I grind so much in Mysterious World, I didn't even realize I went up until 9195. That's how much I grind from Mysterious World. But there's a lot of other places. If you really don't want to farm for cash, there's other places that you can go for level ups as well. But for me, I would say really don't bother. But I will show you guys actually where you need to go level up. I know exactly this is not actually the best place to level up when you're on 180, but for me, while you start here, it's always good because you can go, you can see the mobs is 201, so they're gonna be hard to kill when you're on that level. But if you've got a class that gives you a good amount of AoEs, you will see here when you kill it, it gives you a small amount of portions. So for me, as you can see here, it gives you concentrated power. Now concentrated power you created to get one extreme power. As I will show you guys now, you see I've got 2 extreme powers. Now 2 extreme powers, you need a lot of ways to do it. First of all, extreme power uses to upgrade to DD Cloak, and as you can see here, some stuff on combinations. There's your Trial of Devil Dome. There it will tell you exactly what you need for DD Cloaks. Sorry. Now as you can see here, it shows you need 50k extreme power. So you guys can go level up here while you farm for extreme power, all that stuff. But it's not actually necessary because you can see the mobs hit you very hard here. So for me, in other words, I would say there's a lot of places that you can grind. Yes, some people would say they want good XP amount, but for me, I would say rather don't grind too fast on your on your level. Rather go spend your time while you're on that level, go and farm for cash. You can put here for XP farmers if you want to, but it's not actually necessary to grind here when you're on 180. If you are strong enough, if you've got good gears to be able to farm, then I will show you guys another place that you need to farm. And here you farm, as you can see here, this is the 2 places that you need to farm for XP. Now how it works is you need at least good gears, your own gears, to be able to farm here. But as you guys realize, this Nasset you need to be on 205. So what I do is I normally farm for cash up until when I reach 185 or 190 or 195. If you guys really want to struggle or you want to go fast, rather ask a player to help you guys level up, or just keep on grinding with the XP you've got. But it's up to you guys. Like I say, a lot of players are different. They will say, no, what I'm doing is wrong or what I'm doing is right. It's up to everybody. Like I say, a lot of players got their different ways of playing the game. If you've not got a lot of money, this is the bestest way to do it. If you've got a lot of money, there's shortcuts that you can take. For me, I don't really like to show the players the shortcuts because then they get the stuff faster like they need to, but I like the players to actually play the game, to put effort in, to spend time on this server, and to really learn and show knowledge of this server. So now I showed you guys a very long video about when I start this game, how I played this game, and I will tell you guys now that this is a really nice server. So there's a lot of experiences you guys can really go. You guys can really go and check out each NPC, what it gives. It's not best to ask a player. Some players won't even reply you back. So for now I'll end this video, but first, when I end this video, I will show you guys a few farm spots where you guys can actually go and farm. So for now, let's go for Lasky. Lasky is a little bit of a PvP area. Players will kill you here when you farm here, so just to show you guys and give you guys some few tips. But you guys can farm here for cash as well. There, as you can see, Lasky, you get 4 spots that you can spawn on, but actually it's better just to stay at this pillars. If you run around this place, you will see there's 4 pillars on each place. Just run up and down in a circle like this. You can go and you can extract the mobs. Just make sure you get the loot out of it, so when you kill a mob, you see it drops loot. So yes, now this is Lasky. Note, you will get PK'd here when you farm here. So where I started farming in Mysterious World, it's a no PvP area, so for you guys, you will be able to farm there the better way than you will be able to farm at Lasky. But if you have fairy locks on you like there, you will be able to farm there, but when you die, you need to buy bottles. So if you buy bottles, you need to go to consumers. As you can see, you buy those bottles, and as you can see, it's very expensive. So I would say rather farm at the area for now, where they can't kill you. So it's better way to just to farm at Mysterious World. There's a lot of areas that you can actually farm. You can run up and down, or you can stand at one spot and farm. It's up to you. So as you can see, some players just likes to stand still and farm. For some players, just run up and down. If you're a melee class, it's better just to run up and down. But I'm playing a class that a mercenary that can actually use Hate Aurora. It can pull the mobs directly to me, and it will then kill the mobs. And so the best way I can tell you guys is rather just farm here for XP. Farm as much money as you can, and just from there just buy the stuff. Maybe if you're really lazy, you can take money. You can ask a player, if you can pay him, he will take you for leveling, or if he's decent enough, he will actually help you from leveling up. But I wouldn't say it's really necessary, since the gaming experience gives you need to struggle on your own first before they will help you. That's how all of the players that's on this server that's already strong, that's how each one of them, that's how they struggled. So for now, I tell you guys, this was a short tutorial about how to start on this server. And if you've guys got any questions, you guys can just ask me. But I would say rather, before you ask, just learn experience of the game, play the game, enjoy the game as much as you can, learn more knowledge of the server, and then if you guys still struggle about it, you guys can message me, DM me on Discord, or you guys can just or you guys can just ignore it and keep on grinding. It's up to you guys. So I would say, for you guys, thank you very much. Thank you for watching my video, and I would say good luck. Welcome to Repel's RZWO. Good luck on your journey. I hope you see you guys soon, farm wise, and I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Good luck, guys. I'm out.